I am so sorry about this, guys. I have no idea what's going on.
You're fine, but it's live now, looks like.
Well, I can't get the Zoom meeting back up. Why is that happening? All right, let me close.
Who did the host transfer to after Danny left?
Me.
Why are you gatekeeping Danny?
Oh, we are like,
wait.
our voices are live, y'all. Huh? Oh, our voices are live. Okay.
Booyah.
Sorry.
Welcome back, everyone.
Let me just go to the break screen real quick. Here we are. Sorry,
All right.
guys.
Hi, everyone. They don't want the show to end. The spirits, the gods, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna pop on your music, Cal, and you're gonna let us know what happened.
Here we go.
Cal.
Here's what we're going to do.
All right.
Oh, I can't hear the music. Hold on. It doesn't matter. I can. Oh, did I get kicked out on my. Okay, I'm back. So, Cal's first years out of school are rough to say the least because he subsequently ends up going through the normal amounts of training that most thralls go through after they are turned, because it was very obvious from his year at school that Cal was not ready to be back in the world despite his insistence, and that guilt weighs on him for quite a long time as he realizes it was him who fought to be back at school and his family who allowed it, and the damage that was done subsequently is something that he spends quite a bit of time having to work through. You all still hear from him in those first few years, and he makes maybe one or two appearances. Neris's wedding, notably, he will arrive at with Syndra in tow. And one of the fall or winter gatherings, but he is notably absent for the first few years outside of letter writing until he feels that his hunger is well under control. After that, you all see more of him, but then as Cal has a somewhat obsessive personality at times, throws himself wholeheartedly into his family's work of trying to develop synthetic blood and try to be sure that nobody in his position has a reason to harm someone they love, like he did on multiple occasions. It takes a really long time to come up with anything noteworthy, but what keeps him going is the image that was placed in his mind from the book in the final moments of our battle with Malphas, because that is a dream that he feels is attainable. And if there's something that he's learned from his other friends that are also functionally immortal, it's that setting goals is important, that he can't become complacent. And so he finds every opportunity to work towards this goal, though he does not succeed in this goal for, more than at least one of our coven mates' lifetimes. He also makes very important notes to be sure he is present at the death of each of his immediate family members, most notably his father. When his father is on his deathbed, he is sure that he shows up one night steals away and ends up at his father's bedside and makes sure it's clear that his father knows exactly how much he feels he is loved and belongs now, and how he is going to spend every moment of his time from here on out dismantling every bit of the Vic name that he is physically capable of doing so. And so, alongside his goal of fulfilling his family's dream of creating a synthetic blood empire that will keep new thralls safe and the subsequent loved ones of those thralls safe and many other things, he finds himself meeting quite often with the Petrova family, as they seem to have the most connections in the political world where his family seems to wreak havoc. And he finds himself in meetings quite often with the new head of the Petrova family, with Sophia and with Avery. And while they are off to a better start than some, and while he is able to counsel Sindra on how potentially to help smooth things over with a much more erratic and aggressive version of Sophia than he remembers from school, eventually they are able to strike a series of deals, and Cal is able to personally see to it that each and every one of the Vic family underground empires and political shams are taken down one by one over the years. It takes a very, very long time, but Cal eventually gets to say that he is the agent behind the fall of the notorious Vic name and the Vic family, and he finally feels a sense of satisfaction that he thinks would align with the way his old family felt. As they continue to tear things down, he feels a similar sense of joy as he finally tears down all of the evil that his old family built. And he continues to work towards this vision of being Syndra's equal, not the matriarch's equal, but Syndra's equal. It takes Cal a long time to accept the idea that power in and of itself isn't bad, but that power in and of itself can produce positive change, not just negative change. And for as long as it takes, he strives to become the quote unquote blood king, though he would never name it himself that way. And as these goals start to fall away, he finds more and more time to spend with his friends. He finds times to steal away to be with Neora and to continue to act in their appropriately immature ways and have the sister that he always actually wanted, to go check in on Ocklys and on Eero to be sure that they're getting up to the appropriate amount of shenanigans, and to maybe eventually get peeks at their beautiful cryptid child. And I think that he, as much as he made it a point to be present for his own family's deaths, he makes it a point to be present at Maris's, though a bit earlier than some of his friends, because he feels it would be unfortunate to miss the opportunity to offer one more time the possibility of not leaving us all behind. That he knows that their family would be better off with someone like Maris in it. But she, the way that it sounds, politely declines one last time. And so he silently watches as she passes from this world to the next and trusts that she's in the best possible hands with Ocklys. He politely requests that his essence be passed to Ocklys and maybe not one of her children, though he loves her children. He doesn't know their children like he knows Ocklys. And so now the Shepherd of Lost Souls gets to keep 2 portions of Cal's soul, as the person who originally made it be that some of him could actually be saved in the first place.
And there you have it. Many endings to a grand story. Thank you for joining us tonight, everybody. Have a great night. And maybe you'll see us in the future for a one-shot or two, but that is the end of Chromatic Academy. a Kids on Brooms campaign. Good night.
Night.